Here's a new service from Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9, North Ada. Ziegler Ag Equipment is now providing farm delivery of genuine AGCO lubricants. Talk with Joey, 218-784-2961. Farm delivery of genuine AGCO lubricants. You can mix and match lubricants. Requires a minimum 100 gallons per lubricant. Minimum total order 200 gallons or more. Farm delivery of genuine AGCO lubricants now offered from Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9, North Ada.
keeps control for Thompson. Pass for Stevens, wide open underneath on the basket. Great pass.
Backs down, now kicks out up top to the left side, Caden Dahl. Dahl hesitates, then takes the three and knocks it home good. Dahl to get the turn. Carr trying to keep those legs underneath, then Cassette gets him down, and there's the pin.
Rebounded by Kendra Severson. Severson, here comes Bevins back the other way. Bevins, little contact, roll it in, good for Elena Bevins, and we're tied.
Through and Zeller with an excuse me bump, and here goes Semp for takeoff.
Halston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Monday evening to you and yours from the Raider Dome in Valley City. This is Division B girls basketball, where tonight it's the number 6 rated Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier Rebels going up against the number 10 rated Maple River Raiders here tonight. And this is our Irie Insurance pregame show. For all of your insurance requests, go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today to get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance. The Rebels are 8-2 on the season, 4-0 in District 2 play, coming off a win on Friday at South Borders, 68-14. The 2 losses this year for the Rebels have been close against Langdon area and Munich in the season opener. The Cardinals in the latest polls are rated number 2 in the state. That was 61-55 the loss. Then they lost to Kenmare Bowbells on December the 28th over the holidays, 53-49. While you look at Kenmare Bowbells, they're rated number 9 in the latest Division B girls basketball poll. For the Maple River Raiders, 6-3 on this season. Their last game, it's been a while. That was on December the 18th at Greg's Dakota with a win, 49-33 here for the Raiders. Their 3 losses to 2 Division A opponents in Northern Cass and the Oak Grove Grovers, and a loss at Mayport CG on December the 16th, 63-40. The Patriots, the number 1 rated team in the latest Division B girls basketball poll. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll dive into that matchup a little bit more of the latest polls going on across the state of North Dakota. Also, we'll get to our coaches' conversation. We'll hear from Rory Ency of Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier and alongside with Nathan Utz. And a reminder, this game could be a potential preview in the month of February of a Region 1 girls basketball tournament. The Raiders in District 1, while the Rebels out of District 2, so they would have to get through their districts to potentially meet in the region. We'll get to those district standings in a moment as well. This is our Irie Insurance pregame show. I'm Chase Miller with you alongside Aiden Hannick today here on yourliveevent.com.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
I'm Freya Engen. I'm confident during the match, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Lily Bell. I'm confident on the court, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
As we come back here, let's dive into those matchups in the latest here in District 1 and District 2. So far in District 2, it's the Rebels who are well in control, nearly midway through their District 2 play at 4-0 so far here in the district. Lytton HMB is second at 2-0. Then you have Lemoore, Litchfield Marion third at 2-1, followed by Kidder County and Strasburg Zeeland at 1 and 2 respectively, tied for fourth. In District 1, Sargent County is 2-0 for the Bulldogs. Maple River, Oaks, and Richland all sitting at 1-0, tied for second. Enderlin have yet to play a District 1 girls basketball game, followed by Tri-State, Weimar, Lidgewood, Hankinson, and Barnes County North. So that, again, is the early look on District 2, a little bit ahead of District 1 in terms of district play here this season, and the district tournaments begin on February the 6th with the play-in matches, and everything really gets going after that on the 9th, 10th, and alongside the 12th. Everybody wants to get in District 1 and District 2 to the Region 1 tournament. That'll be on Monday, February the 19th in Jamestown for the quarterfinals, and State will also be in Jamestown at the Civic on February 29th through March the 2nd. Latest Division B girls basketball polls in the state. Mayport CG number 1 garnering 10 first place votes. Langdon, Erie, Emor, Munich number 2 with 6 first place votes. Sargent County 3 with 2 first place votes. And Central McLean at number 4 with 1 first place vote. Bowman County rounds out the top 5. Then 6 through 10, EKM, the Rebels here. You have TGU of Towner, Granville, Upham, number 7. Oaks at 8. Kenmare Bullbells at number 9. And Maple River at number 10. In the top 10, 4 teams out of Region 1, with a couple of them, 2 of them being out of District 2 and 2 of them being out of District 1. When we come back, we'll hear from Rory Ency here from Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier and from Nathan Hoots, head of our starting lineup, and the opening tip. This is Division B girls basketball top 10 matchup today here from the Raider Dome on YourLiveEvent.com.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
As we continue on our IRA Insurance pregame show here today from the Raider Dome in Tower City, it's girls basketball today in Division B. EKM going up against Maple River. Joining us now from the Rebels, that's their head coach, Rory Ency. And Rory, same kind of question I started off with Nathan Hoots, and that is, you kind of get to this point of the season, you're kind of at the midway point before you get to postseason basketball in February. What have you liked from your team so far through about 10 games this season?
I guess we've asked some young kids to play some significant roles. I think a lot of people look at us returning some experience, but we've asked some young girls to really play some big minutes. And so we're still a work in progress. We keep improving, and that's really all you can ask is the girls to get better. We want to be the best version of ourselves by the end of the year. And I don't think we're there yet. I think we got a ways to go, but they keep working. We work really hard. I think that's just something we've always done. And if we continue to do that, I think we'll be okay.
It's a non-district game, but this could potentially be a matchup of a potential region tournament maybe a little bit over a month and a half from now. So when you get to this time playing a non-district but region opponent, what do you hope to kind of gain, especially with a new team that hasn't really been in your district or region before in Maple River here, Rory?
Well, there's a lot of unknowns just because we haven't played them. And I'm guessing we maybe don't know as much as each other as I do about Lemoore or Linton or all those teams that we're used to playing. So I think it's a good game for us because of some of the unknowns. We're just trying to play good teams and have that metal on metal, and I think it makes you better. You want to be in as many adverse situations as you can during the season. I think Maple River's a very good team, and so that's what we want to see. And so when we get to the games that really matter, being in difficult situations, we know hopefully how we'll react and how we can handle that. And that's just it's part of the process. I mean, we talk a lot to our kids about the process. We don't worry a lot right now about winning and losing. I know that sounds really weird, and I'll be the first to say, I don't like to lose, but there's sometimes when losing really helps. You learn a lot from it. And so we just want to play a good team and have a good game, and it's part of the road we're on. We want to see where we end up, and the more good teams we play, and the more times we put ourselves in tough situations, I think in the end it's going to help us.
Taking a look at the preseason, obviously Matea Mather was someone that stood out, right? Second team All-State from a season ago, but you've had a couple nice girls that have performed for you here this season, in Ellie Lloyd and Libby Mather. Now, what is those two particularly, and Ellie and Libby, just kind of brought to the court this season for you here, Rory?
Well, Libby, came off the bench last year as a sophomore, so we kind of expected her to kind of step into a starting role, and she's done that. She's done some good things for us. Has shot the ball pretty well this year. And Ellie played early last year. My daughter, who played a lot, was injured most of the year, so she had to step in and play some minutes. But now we're asking her to play more of a significant role, and I think she's done a really good job. She really gets after it. She's a hardworking kid. So between the two, they've done really well, I think. Adjusted to what we've expected of them, but won't lie, we're going to expect more from them as the season goes on.
Thing for you, Coach Enske, what's a trait from this team that you want to see here for the last 5 or 6 weeks before you get to postseason play? What's a trait that you want to see from this team the last month of the regular season here?
Man, you're asking for one. That's really hard. I think the one thing we talk a lot about is our effort and our attitude. That's on the defensive end. We want to play hard at that end. I've always felt that if your offense was lacking, if you can play good defense, it'll just kind of keep you in the game. And when you're not playing well, that maybe that's the difference. And I also think defense can spark offense. So I think that's where we want to keep hanging our hat on and improving in that end. And, you hope by the end of the season, some of the other things come around.
Coach Enske, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck here tonight against Maple River.
Thank you.
We'll continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show after this from the Raider Dome.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
As we continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show here today from the Raider Dome in Tower City, it is Maple River girls basketball going up against Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier as the Rebels come into town. And Hoots, a top 10 matchup in the latest polls to start off with. And this, quite frankly, could be a region game a little bit later on. Obviously, it's a non-district game. But what do you hope to take out of these cross-district affairs when you're going up against District 2 competition here at this time of the season?
I think it interests the girls as well as myself going later in the season when we get to that district and region tournament. Positioning when we get into that region tournament, who do we want to avoid? And I think we kind of have an idea of who we want to, but, we haven't played a team from that district in a while. We haven't played a game in a while, but we've never gotten to see this team outside of the state tournament last year and then on film for a couple games this year. So I'm excited to see how we match up against them on our home floor tonight.
Yeah, you mentioned you haven't played a game since December the 18th, so it's almost been 4 weeks, it probably feels like here, Hoots. So what's the biggest thing as a layover that you have during this holiday break? Now that the kids are back in school, it's your first game. Do you expect some rust, not rust? How do you kind of go about it?
I told them we have a lot of excuses built in that, if we lose this game, you can go to and say, yeah, you haven't played a game in 3 weeks and you missed 2 practices over break because of not having electricity, all those things like that. But I said, none of that matters. I said, come out. We've had good days of practice leading up into this. Mental mistakes is what worries me. Maybe not going 100 miles an hour against our own teammates is probably what's going to hold us back in the first quarter. But after that, there's no excuses. Like I said, just looking forward to seeing how each girl responds to the lengthy layoff. It's been 3 weeks since we played a game. It's been 40 days since we've played in this gym. So we're excited.
What do you like most about your team? Kind of realistically, you're at the midway point of the season. We're not too far away from district postseason play once we turn the page to February here, Hoots. So what have you liked from your team, kind of at the midway point of the year?
We found some stuff in practice that really has kind of ramped up the intensity. and really hoping that, you kind of, as the season goes on, you figure out who your rotation players are and who separates themselves into who should be in your closing lineup. And so I've seen some things in practice over break that I'm kind of excited about from girls that haven't contributed quite as much as I'm sure they have wanted to in the first 9 games. So I'm hoping that some of the positives that we've had in the last 3 weeks of practice will translate into, maybe getting some more players some more time here tonight and moving forward. That'll help us depth. Sickness is going to happen. Ankle rolls are going to happen. Foul trouble is going to happen. What are we going to be able to do? Who's going to step up in those types of situations?
EKM, a team that has been in a loaded region when it was the 2-class system, right in Region 3. They came out of it last year 5th place. They're bringing a handful of girls that had some experience or one who is a second-team All-Stater from a season ago. So when you look at EKM, what presents as a challenge of what you're going to see here tonight?
So many people just look at it and go, geez, those Mathern girls are really, really good. But the girls that don't score like they do play tremendous defense, especially help side defense. They're an amazing rebounding team. And when they choose to pressure and in the situations that they do a really, really good job. So we're going to have to stay patient. I told them every single time, they score and we turn to inbound it, they may not have pressed for the last 3-4 minutes, but they may jump on us, and we can't have any mental mistakes where it all of a sudden turns into, a 4 or 6 point run. And just like that, instead of a close game, they're starting to spread it out.
Hoots, thanks so much for your time and best of luck here tonight against the Rebels.
Thanks for having me.
And again, Nathan Hoots, head coach of the Maple River Raiders, will continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show after this from Tower City.
The Goose River Golf Club in Hillsborough wants to thank all of its members and everyone who played the course during this golf season. We appreciate all the local and area golfers who played our 9-hole course and look forward to seeing you again in the spring. Goose River Golf Club is just a short drive from Fargo and Grand Forks. Call 218-779-2658 for more information, or visit our website, gooserivergolfclub.com.
A fairly quiet night here for high school girls basketball across the state of North Dakota. Some other games going on here this evening in Division A on the eastern side of the state. Central Cass makes their way to Valley City. Also, Northern Cass makes their way to Wahpeton. Northern Cass, a top 5 team in Division A. In Division B, again, a fairly quiet evening in District 1 basketball. Waimea Lidgewood makes their way to Hankinson this evening on the eastern side of the state. Then we kind of get ramped back up again tomorrow from all 3 divisions. We'll have more basketball on yourliveevent.com. Thompson makes its way to Lisbon, and girls hoops will have that game for you on Your Live Event. Oak Grove going up against the Kindred Vikings. That and more. Again, go to yourliveevent.com or simply subscribe to our YouTube channel by searching Your Live Event. Again, that does it for our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all, from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today. It's number 6, Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier against number 10, Maple River. Starting lineups and the opening tip is next here from the Raider Dome.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise, including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley school districts. If you're interested in an egg loan, real estate, consumer, or commercial loan, Hometown Community Bank can serve you. Give Dwight a call at either branch location in Page or Fingal. Ask Janine about the competitive certificates of deposit or money market rates. Hometown Community Bank is a community bank and proud of the communities they serve, and they wish the best of luck to the Maple River Raiders for many years moving forward with the co-op. Hometown Community Bank is a member of the FDIC.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about Hope Page Public Schools by visiting hopepage.k12.nd.us. We are Hope Page, and we will change the world.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
As we come back here for the starting lineups and the opening tip, I'm Chase Miller alongside Aiden Hannick. Thank you so much for tuning into high school basketball here on your liveevent.com. We'll first start with the Rebels, clad in their black uniforms here today with that gold trim down the side, with the Rebels across the front in white with those white numerals as well. As the Rebels will go like this: Matea Mathern, a 6-foot senior, last season as a second-team All-Stater, 18 points and 8 rebounds for the Rebels in their fifth-place appearance or fifth-place berth at the state tournament. She is definitely the key cog coming into it this season, but now we're nearly halfway through. Ellie Lloyd, a 5'9 sophomore guard, with Grace Irie, a 5'11, a senior forward. Two players that Rory NC said they don't maybe get all the attention, but they do a lot of things well for the Rebels. Libby Mathern, a 5'10 junior, and Abby Mathern, no relation outside of cousins, a 5'8 senior. So three Matherns, Matea, Libby, and Abby. Ellie Lloyd and Grace Irie here for Rory NC and the Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier Thunder, sixth year as the head coach, with a mark of 8 wins, 2 losses here on this season, coming off a win on Friday, 68-14 at South Border. Now we turn our attention to the Maple River Raiders in their white uniforms here this evening, with Raiders across the front in blue with red outlining here for Maple River. Bree Kaloran, a 5'10 a junior forward. From there, Iris Richmond, a 5'6 senior. Violet Richmond, a 5'7 8th grader. Addison Hannig, a 6-foot junior center, and Kiana Learood here, the 5'5 senior guard. Again, Kaloran, a pair of Richmonds, and Irish and Violet. Addison Hannig and Kiana Learood here for the Maple River Raiders, head coached by Nathan Hoots, with a mark of 6-3 on the season. Their last game, was in 2023 on December the 18th at Griggs, Dakota, a 49-33 win for the Raiders in that one. 4 8-minute quarters with a 35-second shot clock. This is a non-district contest. Two teams that make up Region 1 and could very easily potentially see each other here next month in February, once we get to the middle part of the month, where Region 1 basketball tournament will begin on Monday, February the 19th in Jamestown, and wrap up on the 22nd. All roads lead to the Buffalo City for the state tournament as well in Division B on February 29th through March the 2nd. In the center circle for the Rebels is Matea Mathern. Well, in the center circle here for the Maple River Raiders is going to be Hannig. Opening tip is up at 7:07, and we are off and running here on your liveevent.com. This will be on the baseline jumper off the mark. No rebound on the inside by Hannig after the miss by Abby Mathern. So with it there, Hannig in the front court. Here goes Kaloran up and over on the pass to the right short corner. This will be out of play, and a turnover for the Maple River Raiders. Full court pressure defense by Maple River. As for the Thunder here, they will bring it up the sideline. With it is going to be Libby Mathern to the right short corner to Abby. Abby looking for a teammate. Dishes it back out to Libby here. Libby at the top of the key, guarded by Violet. This one will come in. Nice little spin by Abby on the interior. Spinning her way is Irie with the left hand up the window for two. Grace Irie with the opening 2 points on our City of Hope scoreboard. And it's the Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier Rebels with a 2-0 lead early here in this one. Kiana Learood will handle it at the top of the key, as Kiana does. As this will be to the left to Kaloran, back to Kiana here. Kiana looking to handle the basketball the left-hand side on the pick and roll. There's the roll to Kaloran here, but the Rebels do a good job collapsing for their second turnover forced to the game. Matea Mathern. Matea making her way on the inside. Matea's spin partially blocked shot by Violet, but right in the hands of the Rebels, and EKM gets an and-one opportunity. Grace Irie with all 4 points here in this one for EKM. The foul will be assist on Maple River, their first of the contest. Kiana will pick up the foul. That's Learood's first, team's first. And for the Rebels to line goes a 5'11 senior. Free throw attempt is up and good. It's Grace Irie 5, Maple River scoreless here on our City of Hope scoreboard. Violet Richmond will handle the basketball, driving kick action, right-hand side. Jumper on the way, halfway down with Iris. No rebound here to Libby Mathern. Libby Mathern in the front court. Now to Matea. Matea looking for a teammate. Takes the ball screen. Mathern thought about a three, works it around the horn. Now to Abby. Mathern with the basketball, flex cut coming here by Matea. With it now is Libby. She'll shoot the three, in and out, no good. Backside rebound, second chance opportunities. And this one will go with Abby. Abby Mathern with her first field goal of the game as EKM leads at 7-0. Violet Richmond driving kick. This one, left-hand side jumper, no by Iris. Rebound comes down to Matea. Matea up the other side of the floor, right-handed layup for two, and a timeout on the floor. It's a 9-0 run to start here for the Rebels. We're back after this on your live event.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Early timeout for head coach Nathan Hoots here on our City of Hope scoreboard. Work and play in Hope, North Dakota, from housing options to also working options. You can check out the website at hopeND.com. That again is hopeND.com. So timeout here for Nathan Hoots and the Raiders, and for the Rebels. They came out on a blistering pace thanks in part to some turnovers, but also second chance opportunities. They've scored 5 points off of second chance opportunities. Here's an ISO play for Kaloran. Gives it now Hovelson. Jumper is going to be off the mark, and a rebound to Matea. Matea will see this one here as Hovelson comes in for Kiana Leerud. Matea here at the top of the key. Rebels will try to get up by double digits here. Matea backdoor cut. Here goes Mathern. Abby lost it on the way up. Box out. It's still loose underneath. Here's a second chance three on the way off the back of the rim. No. Another board here for the Rebels as they continue to work with it here. Three-pointer going to be off the front rim. It's still loose, and eventually Matea gets her third board here of the quarter. The Rebels out in front here at the top. Right-hand side to Abby. Abby between the circles as this will go Libby. Libby at the right wing, free throw line extended, going to drive, and this one will go out of bounds. Last touch off of Iris Richmond. So if you're the Thunder right now, you've done everything. If you're the Rebels right now, you've done everything extremely well. In terms of that offensive rebounding prowess so far has been the difference, and we'll have a reach and foul. Violet Richmond will pick up her first, team's first on Violet, the second one with Kiana Leerud here of the quarter. 1-4 set. This one gets deflected. Matea making her way. No, rebound, put back, and there's another opportunity here for the Rebels. Grace Irie, 5 points, 2 rebounds here. Matea able to make her way to the paint, and so far it's been right as Rory Ency described to us on our pregame show, and for Nathan Hoots, saying as much as Matea and some of these players who can score, it's maybe some of the other players that you don't think of at particular times that can hurt you in different ways. And right now, Grace Irie is being that X factor. 6 points, 2 rebounds for EKM as they lead it 10-0 midway through this first quarter play. Raiders looking for a bucket. Here goes the 8th grader. Violet off the side of the backboard, out of play, and it will stay, or it will go towards the Rebels. Full court pressure defense as Maple River will try to see if they can get a little shot in the arm, but right now it's been the rebounds in favor of the Rebels as they are currently out-rebounding the Raiders 8-1 in the opening 3.5 minutes. This will be out of play, and the first turnover of the game for EKM. Maple River, we'll see this with Violet Richmond. Violet at the top of the key, ball screen coming, leaves it left-hand side to Iris. Iris back to Violet here. Violet driving kick. Hovelson, right wing three on the way, is going to go long out of play, and it will be Rebels basketball. Full court defense here for Maple River, looking for their first bucket here in 2024. Again, they haven't played since December the 18th, so this could be a little rust going up against the opposition as well. Bounce pass on the inside. Nice looking find. 22-23. Lloyd to Irie. And Grace Irie now has 8. Kaloran throws it up on the other side of the floor, and Bree with the first 2 points here of the game for Maple River. So Raiders are on the board. Rebels with the basketball. Ball goes on the baseline here in the hands of Libby. Mathern looking for it on the interior. Ball deflected by Hanning. Now it's with Violet Richmond. And look at Violet dribble. Violet passes across the way to Bree Kaloran for 2. Violet with a nice assist eventually leads to transition bucket here for Maple River. They're back within single digits. Libby Mathern here on the right-hand side. Gets by Violet, then there's a foul. This will either be on Violet or on Addison on the help. Foul will come across on the aforementioned Violet. That'll be her second and the team's third. So going to the free throw line to shoot 2 is the 5'10 junior here in Libby. Mathern first free throw attempt is up and good. EKM so far in this quarter shooting 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Substitution as Violet and Iris Richmond will check out, as Claire Irie and Kiana Lerood will check in. Second free throw attempt is long, but going to be a board here, and we'll have a out of bounds. Yes, Hovelson was out of bounds when she was touching the basketball, so it'll stay EKM ball. Betsy Huber, the 6-foot freshman, will check in here for the Rebels. As inbounding it will be Abby. Mather on the baseline to the aforementioned Huber, gets walled off there. Mathern sees a trapping style of defense now for the Raiders. Bounce pass comes across the way. Irie nearly lost it, and it will be a turnover here on EKM. So for Nathan Hoots, goes to a little half-court trap. It causes a turnover here, and if you're Maple River, for how well that EKM started off at a 12-0 pace, get a bucket here, maybe a 3. It's back to a 2-possession game. Hovelson drive. Here it is on the interior to Hannig. Hannig spins on the baseline, got it to go for 2. Addison Hannig with her first 2 points of the game. Good, really the assist and the almost hockey assist, if you will, on top of it, too, to Hovelson for that movement. Other side of the floor, the Rebels throw this one off the bottom of the ring, can't go, and Hannig gets the ball after the miss here by Libby. Foul will come across then on the aforementioned Mathern. She'll pick up her first and the team's first of the quarter. Libby will check out of the game. As coming back in will be Abby with Allie Lloyd playing the top of this man pressure defense. Hovelson got by her defender but couldn't get by the secondary help. Irie with the steal. Other side of the floor goes Huber. Huber in transition, finds it to Lloyd. Lloyd able to spin her way to the left block and gets fouled in the act of shooting. Allie Lloyd to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul against Maple River. That'll be their 4th, and make that now as it continues to come up of the quarter. Foul across the way on Irie. Free throw opportunity is going to go long as Lloyd. Second free throw attempt upcoming here on EKM. Lloyd, that'll go long. Good box out there by Kaloran on the inside. And for Hovelson here, she'll bring it to the front court at the 2-minute mark. Ankle cross. Able to make another cross left to right. Gets the 10. What a move by the freshman guard, Carly Hovelson. Went right to left and left to right here as the Rebels bring it to the front court. Hubert to the right wing as this will go Matea. Matea leaves it back up top. Driving, partially blocked on the shot as Ellie Lloyd will see this one go into the front row. Substitution here for EKM. Lexi Dolman, the 5'9 senior, will come in. Also back in the game will be Libby. Substitutions here for the Rebels as Abby Mathern will inbound the basketball. Matea takes a couple of dribbles off the window, can't get it to go. Matea offensive board, put back, gets fouled, and this one will be on Hannig. Matea already has 4 rebounds here in this quarter for EKM. The foul on Hannig, that'll be her first, and it's double bonus from here on out for EKM in the first quarter. First of 2 right-handed tosses is good. For EKM right now, their starters have done all the damage so far. 4 of their 5 in the scoring column with 92 seconds left in the quarter. Second free throw attempt is good as well. EKM now 5 of 7 from the free throw line. They lead it by 7. Kaloran with this full court press, nearly a steal as Dunham and Hovelson collide, and it is a steal. The Rebels will see this with Libby Mathern. Bounce pass across the paint. Jumper off the mark, and a rebound here by Hennig, and we'll have a foul on EKM. Foul will be on Dahlman, her first and the team's second. So Lexi, the 5'9 senior, will pick up the foul, give Hennig the rebound. Hovelson in the front court here for the Raiders, trying to make it a two-possession game. Half-court trap, Hennig gives it to Kiana. Lee Rude, left-hand side, Irie, back to Hovelson. High-arching three, off the back of the rim. Rebound, Hennig, who spins, pirouette, shoots. Can't get it to go. It's still loose, out of bounds, and it will be Maple River basketball. So Hennig got an offensive board, then give her another opportunity at this one with a fresh 35 on the shot clock for Maple River. Hennig spins with the left hand, gets fouled, and she will go to the free throw line. Hennig to the stripe to shoot two here. Foul will come across on the Rebels. That'll be their third, and the first on Mathern. Matea will pick up the foul. And for Hennig, she will shoot the first free throws of the game for Maple River. Buries the first. Substitution is Jada Von Bank, the 5'9 senior, will come in for Kaloran here, as we'll have a second free throw attempt on the way for Hennig. Hennig goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. She has 4, and for the Raiders, they're back within 2 possessions. The Rebels at one point again led 12-0 here with about 3:55 left to play in the first quarter. Hovelson will get called for the foul, and 2 free throws will be coming here on the bonus for the Rebels. That'll be Hovelson's first, and now we'll have 2 free throws for EKM. Free throw attempt is good. The Rebels on the season averaging 57 points while defensively giving up 32. For Maple River, they're averaging 55 while defensively giving up 46. Second free throw attempt is good. Matea's got 4 points, 4 rebounds here for the Rebels. They're back up by 7. Irie. And there's going to be a good defensive play by the 6-foot senior in Matea to bat that one right back in to the scorers table here. Kiana. As Kiana trying to get it across, ball gets deflected, and this one's going to go the other way. Easy right-handed layup for 2. Points off turnovers here, and for Mathern, she now has 6. Kiana finds Hovelson. Hovelson in the front court, making her way. Hovelson to the baseline to Irie. Irie gives it to Kiana. Kiana left of the key 3. Going to go long. Rebound here by Betsy. Huber in the front court. Huber gives it to Mathern to the baseline. Dahlman will shoot, no, but backside rebound. Can't get it to go. Another crack at it. Eventually it'll be out of bounds, and it will have a foul here on EKM. Lexi will get called for her second, team's 4th. Abby Mathern had a crack at it, but then the ball goes out of play, and for the Raiders, they will inbound, and they will just take it from there. The Rebels, the number 6 rated team in the state, lead it by 9 over the number 10 rated team in the state in Maple River on our City of Hope scoreboard.
Not everyone can get Secret Service level protection, but with Irie Insurance you can. You see, we've got your back, protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, and so much more. Ensuring you've got the protection you need and all your questions answered faster than you can say classified information. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
On our City of Hope scoreboard, the difference right now is the rebounds, as Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier is +7 in that category over Maple River, and also the free throw line. The Raiders have shot 2. They've made both. The Rebels have shot 11, and they have made 7. Rebels led by the 8 points of Grace Ivory, for the Raiders led by the 4 of Hennig and Kaloran. Zone defense here by the Rebels. Kiana on the baseline, and there's going to be another steal. Mateo will try to go coast to coast. Right-handed layup, no. Ball tapped out in the hands of Violet Richmond. And Violet Richmond works with it the other side of the floor. Richmond, little Euro step across the paint, unable to finish. Rebound, and the jump ball will be here towards the Rebels. So EKM will handle it. Maple River was able to crack it to 2 possessions, got it to a 5-point game. But the Rebels did a good job closing out the first quarter. With it to the baseline goes Lloyd, gets cut off, and eventually will have a reach and foul. Foul will be on Claire Irie. That'll be her second, team's first. So for Maple River, 2 on Violet and 2 on Claire so far for the Raiders. Abby Mathern gives it back up top. Matea has a little zone defense. Jumper by Libby. That's off the mark, but a board here by Abby. Abby leaves it left-hand side, and the second chance points continue here for EKM. Matea now with 8 points and 5 rebounds here for the Rebels, who lead it by 11. Their second largest lead of the game. Violet Richmond takes the ball screen, leaves it now to Kaloran. Kaloran lost it off a shoe, and another turnover. Mathern bounce pass to Mathern to Libby. Can't get it to go. Ball tapped out in the hands of Kaloran. Kaloran will handle it here. Off the window in transition. She can't handle it. And a board by Abby Mathern. She's got 4 points, 4 rebounds. Matea in the baseline. Nice little pass across to Irie for 2. Grace Irie, the first player in double digits with 10. And EKM now with a 23-10 advantage. Violet Richmond, right-hand side. Kiana now to Iris. Iris to Leerud here. Kiana looking for a teammate for the Raiders. Uses up that dribble, looking on the interior now to Violet. Violet, deep 3 on the way. The rainbow splashes home. The 8th grader with a much-needed field goal here for Maple River. The Rebels in the front court. This one will go in the hands of Lloyd. Bounce pass now. Matea, Mathern on the baseline. Leaves it to Libby, 16-footer off the front iron, and we'll have a tie-up, or will we have a foul? I think we're going to have a foul here on the Rebels. Foul will be on EKM. This will be on Libby, her second, team's first of the quarter. So for the Rebels now, you have 2 on Lexi and 2 on Libby here for the Rebels. Ball going the front court here to Hovelson. Hovelson, and this will be a turnover. Eventually on Maple River. 5:45 left to play here in the first half. It's 23-13 in favor of Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier. Division B, District 2, Region 1. While for Maple River, they're 6-3 on the season. Division B, District 1, Region 1. Rebels again out of District 2. This one gets tapped across the way. The Rebels still will give it up eventually to Kaloran. Kaloran making her way, and there's going to be a foul coming down on the ball was Ellie Lloyd. Her first, that'll be the team's second. And we'll see if it's on the ground or if it's in the act of shooting. And they're going to say it is in the act of shooting here as Kaloran goes to the free throw line. So free throw opportunity on the way here for Bree. This one will be off the iron. And we'll have a second free throw attempt on the way here for Kaloran. Maple River now 3 of 4 from the free throw line as Kaloran has 5 points, 2 rebounds, and we'll have a timeout on the floor. 5:25 left to play in the first half. 23-14 will break as well here on YourLiveEvent.com.
A foundation forged in their grandfather's shop. Matt and Mike Martins know firsthand the value of quality machinery. At Martins Welding and Machine, they rely on 3 generations of knowledge and expertise in creating quality products for farmers, ranchers, residents, and businesses across North Dakota and beyond. To browse their full selection of bin caps, bale feeders, rock lifts, disc attachments, and more, visit martinswelding.com. Also ask about their garage doors. Martins Welding and Machine. Matt and Mike will make it right.
High school basketball here today from the Raider Dome in Tower City. Just a handful of games left in the month of January and February with their new gym being built. So next year, fans coming out to Tower City for games will have some fresh new digs here in Tower City. Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier, after calling a timeout, they'll have 4 remaining. Rebels in the front court here. Bounce pass. That'll go to left baseline. Around the horn jumper by Betsy Huber will be long, but an offensive board by Matea. Matea Mathern looking for a cutting teammate. Finds one. Nice extra pass to the baseline. Huber for 2. Give the assist up top here to Birch, the 5'5 sophomore for the Rebels. Right-handed side. Rebels will handle it with Hovelson now to Richmond. Violet takes a couple hard dribbles. Teardropper in the paint. Got it to go. Violet now with 5. Maple River back within single digits here at 9. Matea, left-hand side of Huber. Shot fake. Gets the baseline, and then there's a steal. Hovelson able to come up with it as she gives it to Hanning. Now back to Hovelson. Hovelson will cross the timeline at the right wing as the Rebels going a little man pressure defense. Richmond goes on the baseline. Hovelson will see a foul here on EKM. That'll be Lloyd's second. That should be the team's 3rd of the quarter. They only have 2 on the scoreboard, but that should be the 3rd of the quarter here on EKM. Well, Maple River, they have 1. Maple River to inbound it as they handle it with Richmond. Violet back up top. Violet will go between the legs now to Kaloran. Kaloran with the crossover here, driving kick to Hanig. She'll shoot the 3. Hanig got it to go. Addison Hanig showing her range. She's got 7. Maple River back within 2 possessions, but here's where the Rebels in the first quarter, similar situation. They went on a good run to close out the quarter. Can they do it again? Mathern looking for the answer 3. Long rebound, and Matea will corral another one. Her 7th. Jumper, second chance points, no. Rebound down to Kaloran. In the backcourt, Abigail Kaloran to Violet Richmond. Leaves it right-hand side, Hovelson. Hovelson baseline, teardropper, got it for 2. Hovelson with 4 points, and the Raiders are back within 4. Rebels here. This one will go to Olivia. Brumman with the basketball, now back here to Birch as the Rebels go a little bit deeper into their bench with some foul situations as well. Ball gets skipped. Lloyd with the bounce pass. Nice little find to Irie and count it. Grace Irie with 12 points in the game, a chance for 13. Foul will go on Abigail Kaloran, her first, team's 2nd. And the Rebels will go to the free throw line to shoot the and one opportunity. Irie with 12 of the 27 today for EKM. Free throw is going to be off the mark, and Kaloran gets her 4th board. Bree the other side of the floor, and this one will go out of bounds. Looking for Violet Richmond. Substitution back in the game for EKM will be Lexi Dahlman here, the 5'9 senior. Both teams have taken 1 timeout so far here in this first half. The Raiders trailing it by 6 against the Rebels. EKM in the front court, and Kaloran able to get the steal. Kaloran up the side of the floor looking for Violet Richmond to beat everybody down the floor for 2. She's got 7. Matea was trying to get there, but Violet just had a step on the pass by Bree. It's back to 4. Kaloran nearly got another one. Dahlman off the window, got it to go. Lexi Dahlman points off the bench here for head coach Rory Ency. Hovelson to Kaloran. Finds Violet. Richmond left of the key 3. That'll be off the back iron. Rebound comes down here to Birch, her first. Birch, left-handed hip high hesitation dribble. Bounce pass. Dahlman swings it across the horn. Taking it to the paint and getting it to go for 2 is Olivia. Brumman with her first field goal and back-to-back points here. Now for the Rebels off the bench. Hovelson to Hanig. Hanig, they got to get across for a 10 count. They do with Hovelson. Hovelson makes her way high off the window. Can't get it to go on a board. Coming down here to Matea, her 8th, and she will lost it out of play and a turnover for the Rebels. Substitutions on a flurry here as Iris Richmond and Claire Irie return here for Maple River. Also Kiana Learud for the Rebels. Abby Mathern will make her way back to the floor. Kiana Learud looking for Hanig. Hanig on the inside, drags the pivot foot, extra pass now to Violet. Violet crossing over, teardropper in the paint, no. Rebound, going to be one to the Rebels. Abby with her 5th board. Matea able to spin on the baseline. Oh, what a move in transition for the 6-foot senior. Matea nearly with a double-double in the first half of 10 points and 8 rebounds. Violet Richmond crossing over, and we'll have a tie-up. The arrow will stay with Maple River. And just like to try to end the first quarter, the Rebels trying to end the second quarter in a similar way where Maple River got it to 2 possessions. Then points off the bench, Matea Mathern. Transition bucket here, Hanig with the basketball. Right-hand side, no putback, and she gets fouled. Hanig 7 points, 4 rebounds. The foul comes across here on the Rebels. That'll be their 4th. The foul will be on Lexi Dahlman, her 3rd, and Hanig is going to be on the floor. We'll break as well here with 87 seconds left to play in quarter number 2.
Maple Valley Parents is a nonprofit organization whose main purpose is to promote, encourage, and support the Maple Valley students, teachers, and staff. MVP strives to strengthen and enhance the educational and social environment of the Maple Valley School District by providing opportunities for students, teachers, and parents to learn, socialize, communicate, and grow together. MVP Group welcomes anyone to join them in their mission. If you'd like to get involved or see upcoming events, check out the Maple Valley Parents Facebook page.
As we come back to the game, Anderson Hanig will come out, and going to the free throw line will be Kaloran to shoot 2 here. She buries the first. So Hanig might have just rolled the ankle a little bit there. She's kind of walking under her own pressure right now on the sideline. Looks to be okay for the moment. Free throw attempt number 2 here by Kaloran is good. Sabree goes 2-2 from the free throw line, and for Maple River, they'll be a little more guard-oriented here with Hanig on the bench. So for EKM, can they take advantage again of second chance opportunities? Betsy doesn't want a second chance. She wants the first. Huber now with 4. Got it in the front court and then able to make her way right down Main Street. Right-hand side to Iris. Iris with it. Looking for a skip. Now back to Violet. Richmond. 60 seconds. Violet crossing over. Dribble pullback 3. Violet off the front iron. No rebound, though, for Iris of Maple River. Now to Kiana. Kiana, kick out right-hand side. Violet probing with the basketball. Left-hand side to Irie. Irie, she'll shoot the left wing. 3! Rattle it in. Claire Irie, the 5'8 sophomore, makes it a 7-point contest. Rebels. Matea Mathern leaves it to Irie. Extra pass now to Brumman. Olivia on the baseline. No rebound, though, on the inside for Abby. Second chance again for the Rebels. Can't get it to go. Rebound to Iris Richmond. Iris Richmond in transition here for the Raiders. Left-handed dribble. Finds Kiana. Kiana here looking for Kaloran. Kaloran takes the dribble, pass across the way, and this one will be off the official, and it'll stay Maple River basketball with 11 seconds left to play here in the quarter. Claire Irie with the three-pointer as she will check out of the game as Hovelson will come in and Violet Richmond will inbound the basketball. So Violet to Kaloran, right-hand side to Kiana. Violet back up top with 5 seconds. Violet with 4. Violet with 2. Violet tries to get the pass off. Bree, half-court shot is going to be short, and that's how we'll end our first half of play. On our City of Hope scoreboard, it's Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier 35, the Maple River Raiders 28. Back with our halftime show after this from Tower City.
The Maple Valley School District is moving forward with the plan to build a new pre-K classroom, community fitness center, and gymnasium with locker rooms. The classroom will provide more space for a growing pre-K program. The fitness center will provide opportunities to benefit all Maple Valley communities, and the gym will allow more opportunities for all activities of the Maple River Co-op. Plus, the plan is to build with no new taxes. Contact the business manager to see how you can help make this a reality today at 701-749-2570.
It was October 1st, 2009. We needed some machinery for the farm. We decided to see if we could become a dealer, and that's kind of grown into what it's been today.
We offer basically anything short line. Seed tenders, fertilizer spreaders, sprayers. We can really set ourselves apart by the knowledge we have in those things, by the amount of units we have on hand at all times.
I just have a passion for helping people, getting to know people. It just becomes a lot of fun.
At the half here on YourLiveEvent.com on our City of Hope scoreboard, it is a 35-28 Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier lead over the Maple River Raiders here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Chase Miller alongside Aiden Hannig with you here inside the Raider Dome in Tower City. For EKM, 19 points in the first quarter, 16 in the second. For Maple River, 10 points in the opening 8 minutes and 18 points in the second. EKM right now, 7 players in the scoring column. They currently are 7 of 12 from the free throw line, 0 threes, but 19 rebounds with 7 turnovers. For the Maple River Raiders, 5 players in the scoring column, 5 of 6 from the line, 3 made threes all in the second quarter, 11 rebounds with 9 turnovers here for Maple River. Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier led by the 12 points of Grace Irie with 2 rebounds. Also 10 points, 8 boards for Matea Mathern here for EKM. 4 points for Betsy Huber, 4 points, 6 boards for Abby Mathern. And then you have 2 points for Brumman off the bench, the same for Dolman off the bench, and Libby Mathern has 1 point, but a couple of steals as well. Again, the Rebels led by the 12 of Irie and the 10 points, 8 rebounds of Matea Mathern. For Maple River, they have the 7 points of Addison Hannig, who left the game again, but she was on the baseline. We'll see how her performance is impacted, possibly by just a little bit of a rolled ankle or coming down on her foot wrong, but she has 7 points with 4 boards. From there, 7 points for Violet Richmond, all in the second quarter, and 7 points for Bree Kaloran, who's 3 of 4 from the free throw line. 4 points with Carly Hovelson, then 3 points with Claire Irie. Again, the Raiders led by the 7 of Kaloran, the 7 of Richmond, and the 7 of Hannig here in this first half. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll let you know what's still to come for both of these teams throughout the rest of this week and into early next. That's still to come on our halftime show. It is 35-28 with the advantage. EKM out in front over Maple River.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise, including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
College goes far beyond the buildings, classrooms, and the tests. It's about making new friends, trying something different, and discovering your purpose. It's about getting involved, supporting your community, and joining the conversation. It's about learning, growing, and finding your passion. This is not your average classroom. This is the University of Minnesota Crookston.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Here's a news service from Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9, North Ada. Ziegler Ag Equipment is now providing farm delivery of genuine AGCO lubricants. Talk with Joey, 218-784-2961. Farm delivery of genuine AGCO lubricants. You can mix and match lubricants. Requires a minimum 100 gallons per lubricant. Minimum total order 200 gallons or more. Farm delivery of genuine AGCO lubricants now offered from Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9, North Ada.
As we come back at the half, let's take a look at what's to come for EKM and Maple River. For the Rebels, they will host Ellendale tomorrow in a contest of District 2 opponents. The Ellendale Cardinals coming into tonight 1-2 in district play, while EKM is 4-0. Then they'll host the Sargent County Bulldogs, which coming into the poll here, that'll be battle number 6 in the state against number 3 in Sargent County. So 2 out of the 3 games this week for Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier against the top 10 affair of a 10 team here in Maple River and a number 3 team in the state in Sargent County. That'll be upcoming on Saturday. For the Rebels, they're 0-2 in the opposition scores 53 or more points this season. Their 2 losses, again, out of their 8 wins, 6-point loss at Langdon and a 4-point loss against Kenmare Bullbells. For Maple River, the Raiders, after today, they will make their way to Oaks for a District 1 contest on Thursday, then play a week from tonight, hosting the Warbirds of Weimar-Lidgewood, also in a District 1 game. For the Raiders, they're 0-3 when their opposition scores 63 or more points. Their 3 losses, 2 of them against Division A competition in Northern Cass and alongside Fargo Oak Grove, and then a loss at Mayport CG 63-40 on December the 16th. That loss against the number 1 rated team in Division B girls basketball. So that's a look ahead for both of these squads here on YourLiveEvent.com. Again, you can go to our website, YourLiveEvent.com, or simply subscribe to our YouTube channel, Your Live Event, to check out games and our weekly coaches show every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. EKM in the first half of play led by the 12 points of Grace Irie and the 10 points, 8 rebounds by Matea Mathern here for the senior. While for the Maple River Raiders, they're led by the 7 points of Brielle Kaloran. Violet Richmond has 7, and the 7 for Addison Hannig as well. That does it for a halftime show. We come back after this. Second half action is next from the Raider Dome in Tower City. Again, it's the Rebels 35, the Raiders 28 here on YourLiveEvent.com.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
I'm Freya Engen. I'm confident during the match, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Lily Bill. I'm confident on the court, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
High school basketball continues here in Tower City. 35-28 with the advantage. The visiting team, the number 6 team in the state, in Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier, going up against the Maple River Raiders, the number 10 team in the state. Game number 10 of the season for Maple River, looking for win number 7. Well, for EKM, this is game number 11 of the season, looking for win number 9 here for the Rebels. As we get you ready to go here for quarter number 3, Maple River boys basketball will host the Enderlin Eagles tomorrow night at 7 o'clock here from the Raider Dome. We'll have the varsity and JV broadcast. Alex Hoffman will have the call for you tomorrow here on YourLiveEvent.com. For the Rebels, they'll start the second half of play. Matea Mathern with Ellie Lloyd out there, Grace Irie, Libby, and Abby Mathern as well, their original starting 5. Raiders little zone pressure defense. Matea at the right baseline looking for a skip. Gives it up top to Lloyd, around the horn now to Abby. Abby, ball gets skipped to Libby Mathern. Bounce pass to Matea. Matea with 15 on the shot clock, dribbling her way, spinning, sees a double now to Lloyd. Lloyd trying to get through a double team, throws it up off the window. And this one will be won by Kiana Learud, her first board of the game. Hannig back on the floor, that's good to see. You have a pair of Richmonds and Caloran, the original starting 5 as well for the Raiders. Man pressure defense by EKM. Driving kick, Iris, left pocket 3 off the iron, and a great box out on the inside. Eventually won in the hands of Irie, her third. Other side of the floor goes Libby Mathern here. Bounce pass now to Matea. She skips it across the way to Abby. Abby takes a couple dribbles. Shot going to be short. Rebound here, tussle for, and Iris Richmond gets the rebound. Iris in the front court. Finds Kiana. Kiana, she'll shoot the 3. Long rebound. Iris collides for a moment. Abby Mathern gets her 7th, and will have a reaching foul in the backcourt. Foul will come across on Iris. That'll be her first, team's first of the quarter here. And that'll be her second, For EKM, Mathern in the front court for the Rebels. Leaves it right-hand side to Libby. 1-3-1 zone by the Raiders, kind of packing it in more than extension. Matea Mathern will shoot the jumper. No rebound. Put back by Libby. Can't go. Ball tapped out. Last touch off Caloran. Well, if you're going to play a zone, you got to find a person to go box out. And the Rebels right now trying to make the most of it. Matea comes through a little slip here. Shot, no. Rebound on the inside. Caloran, she's got her 5th. Other side of the floor goes Violet Richmond. Richmond in transition, gets walled off, finds Hannig on the inside. Tipped, and Caloran, it will be an over and back. Just a little much too quick there for Bree. And with her there for Kiana Leaver, both teams with 4 timeouts remaining here. So we'll see what the next run provides. If EKM can get the next 5 or 6 points, get up by double digits, give yourself a little insurance. If you're Maple River, you haven't led or tied throughout this game. Want to see if you can get it down to 1 possession. Instead, Matea Mathern right to the 10 for 2. Matea has scored in every quarter. She's got 12, and it's back to a 9-point affair. Kiana Learud with the rock, left-hand side to Violet Richmond. Richmond, she'll shoot the left wing 3, tickles a twine. Violet Richmond now with 10, and that's her second made 3 of the contest. Back to a 6-point margin. Every time it gets to about this point, EKM has had the answer. Matea Mathern, right baseline, no rebound, and this one will be a foul here on the Rebels. Ellie Lloyd will get called for the foul, her 3rd, team's first of the quarter after Richmond there. That was Iris able to scale for the loose ball. Violet in the front court. Ankle cross, goes down to a knee, looks for a teammate, finds her sister. Iris, right-hand side, Caloran. Caloran at the right wing, shot fake, takes a couple dribbles, spins her way, banging on the baseline, shot gonna go off the mark, and that's the 9th rebound for Matea. Mathern in the front court now for EKM, left-hand side to Abby, to Lloyd, left pocket, jumper, no, rebound here to Iris Richmond, her 5th. Kiana Learud in the front court finds Caloran. Caloran with a hard dribble, pass, and that'll be intercepted by Lloyd. 11 turnover the game for the Raiders. Now it's up top to Mathern, around the horn, Libby to Matea. Right baseline jumper, long rebound goes to Lloyd. Lloyd spins, tries to pass to Matea. Right block, can't get it to go. Board by Irie, and there's a foul. Irie with 4 rebounds on the game. So far today, she's 2 of 4 from the free throw line, and the foul come across here on Kiana. Her second, team's second of the quarter. 2 free throw attempts here for the Rebels. The senior forward goes to free throw line, misses the first as you could hear a pin drop inside the Raider Dome. Irie and Hovelson will check into the game for Maple River, while for Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier here, they'll make a substitution, as well as Betsy Huber will check in, and Jalen Birch, the 5'5 sophomore. Second free throw attempts here for Irie. Swirls out, rebound tapped out to Kaloran, her 6th of the game. Maple River in the front court here to Hovelson, right baseline. Violet Richmond toes up a 3, Splash City. That shot is pretty. Violet Richmond now with 13 in the game, and it's back to a 1-possession contest. EKM left-hand side to Birch. Birch wheeling her way to the high post. Birch making her way down the paint, lost it on her way up, and will go out of bounds and be Maple River basketball. EKM started the game on a 12-0 run back in the first quarter and eventually saw Maple River get it back to 5. They ended the first and the second quarter on a nice little mini run to continue to have the lead here. Maple River looking to potentially tie. Coming through the screen is Richmond. Violet ankle cross. Can't get the shot off, back to Hovelson. Hannick posting up on the inside. Hannick making her way on the baseline. Spin, shot no. Rebound here to Betsy Huber, her second. Well, for the Rebels, they only have 2 points in this quarter, looking to add on to it right now. Libby, right wing 3. That'll go short. Rebound underneath. Hannig hits the deck, and Kaloran will get the rebound, her 7th. Kaloran in the front court for the Raiders, and she's going to get fouled, and it'll be a blocking foul. Libby Mathern will pick up the foul, her 3rd, team 2nd, and Bree goes to the free throw line to shoot 2, where she's 3 of 4 so far here today. Maple River with 6 points in the quarter. Kaloran keeps it at 6. All the points scored by Violet Richmond on a pair of threes. Matea Mathern quickly comes back. Well, Libby Mathern will check out. Jada Von Bank will check into the game as Hannig will check out here for the Raiders for a little spell. Second free throw attempt here for Bree. Kaloran misses both, now 3 of 6 on the free throw line, and a board to Irie, her 5th of the game. EKM with Matea brings into the front court, right-hand side. That'll go to Abby to the baseline here to Huber. Huber, jumper from 13, swirled it in for 2. Betsy Huber now has 6, and the Rebels lead it by 5. Hovelson in the front court. Lost the dribble for a moment. Now to Violet Richmond. Richmond crossing over, spinning on Mather. Richmond to the paint, teardropper off the front iron. Ball tapped out right in the hands of Violet. Kick out Irie, 3. That's going to go short. Von Bank tries to save it, but it goes out of play here on Maple River. Kiana Lerood will come in now for the Raiders. 9-point game after 1 quarter. It was 7 points after 3, and right now it's 5 here after 3. It was 7 points after 2, excuse me. Right now, that means it should be 5 after 3. We'll see if that continues. Matea making her way. Double team comes. Kick out right-hand side. Huber, extra pass. Mathern, 3-pointer. Going to be off the back of the rim. No by Abby. Ball tapped out. Last touch by Von Bank and the Raiders. Next jump ball favors Maple River. Both teams with 2 team fouls. Teardropper the other side. That'll be off the mark by Birch. Rebound comes down to Hovelson. Other side of the floor goes Violet. This will be a deep 2 for Violet. No. Rebound. Good board by Abby. Abby's just been everywhere tonight. She has 4 points, but 7 rebounds. Ball gets skipped left-hand side. Here's a 2 on the way for EKM. Shot no. Rebound eventually won by Birch. Right-hand side 3 for Huber. Splashes it in. Betsy with 9 large points for the freshman off the bench. And EKM leads it by 8. Kiana here, top of the key. She'll shoot a 3 coming. Shot's going to go off, and we'll have a EKM with the basketball here as Kaloran comes back in. Well, coming back in will be Olivia here for EKM and Lexi Dolman. So as EKM has been able to do when Maple River gets close, they've been the team to answer with some points. The Raiders had their chance to get back within 1 or tie, unable to do so. Now the Rebels want to balloon this lead back up to double digits. Matea to the baseline. Dahlman on the interior. There's a turnover, as this will go right back and be a turnover on the Raiders. The Rebels then will see Matea handling the ball and a foul, as this one will come across on Violet Richmond, her third and the team's third of the quarter. Closing out the quarters ever so big in Division B basketball. Sometimes it can be those 4-0, 5-0 spurts to end the quarter. That could change the complexion of a game. Violet Richmond wants to change the complexion. Right-handed layup for two. Coast to coast. Violet with 8 points in the quarter, 15 in the game, and the Raiders are back within 2 possessions. Calor nearly got a steal jumper, and there's a foul. Foul in the act of shooting. Is going to the line here will be Jalen Birch, the 5'5 sophomore. Foul will be assessed on Kiana, her third and the team's fourth. 2 free throws here for the Rebels. Free throw attempt on the first is off the mark. Maple River now has Violet Richmond with 3 and Kiana Leroux with 3. As Claire Irie will check into the game with Iris Hovelson as well. For the Rebels, 3 on Dahlman, Libby Mathern, and Ellie Lloyd. Free throw attempt number 2 is good by Birch. She splits the pair. More importantly, from the Rebels' sake, makes it a 3-possession game right now as Hovelson brings into the front court. Carly crossing over. Hovelson goes behind the back. Here comes a little late double. Calor now between the circles to Richmond. Iris back up top to Hovelson. Hannig trying to post up on the inside. Hovelson driving on the baseline, kicking it out to Irie. Back up top to Iris. Iris back to Irie here. Hannig posting up on the interior with 7 seconds on the shot clock. Not a 6. Hovelson with the pass across the way to Richmond. Shot clock to 2. Irie's got to get it off. Does. Off the iron rebound. Comes down to Hovelson. Now to Kaloran. She'll shoot the 3. Yes, sir. Kaloran, and it's second chance opportunities for the Raiders. Bree with 10, and the Rebels bring into the front court to potentially take the final shot of the quarter. Matea Mathern, right short corner, Dahlman, she shoots it. That's going to be well short, and Hannig collects the rebound. Calor on the other side of the floor looking for Irie in transition, and that'll be a turnover. 12.7 left in the quarter here, and the Rebels will get it right back. They want a substitution with Abby Mathern to come back on the floor as Lexi Dahlman will check out. Next foul on the Raiders would be 2 free throws for the Rebels, so they will take that as well. As Matea brings in the front court, right-hand side to Abby, back to Matea. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. There comes a screen. Matea Mathern block shot by Hannig, and that's how we'll end our third quarter of play. The Rebels out in front by 4 as we go to our final 8 minutes of regulation here from the Raider Dome.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
From an on-paper standpoint, it's been as advertised between 2 top 10 ranked teams in the state of North Dakota. Number 6, Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier, 43. Number 10, Maple River, 39 on our City of Hope scoreboard. Maple River brings in the front court. Hovelson takes the ball screen. Hovelson driving kick to Richmond. Richmond looking for Hannig on the inside. They're double teaming her, so someone's open. They kick it to Irie, now back to Violet. Violet gets the pass. Nice find to Hannig off the window for 2. Patience is a virtue, especially on offense. It's a 2-point contest right now, and there's the steal. Violet Richmond wants to take the lead or tie, and it's tied. It's our first tie of the game. Richmond has 17, and Coach Rory Ency wants a timeout. It's a 4-0 run for the Raiders to open up this fourth quarter. A full timeout on the floor will break as well. It's our first tie of regulation here on your liveevent.com.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
In this second half, Maple River has outscored Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier 15-8 right now, and most of the damage has been by Violet Richmond, and she has scored 10 of those 15 points here for the Maple River Raiders. Maple River trying to improve to 7-3 with a win, while for Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier trying to get to 9-2 with a win here tonight. Betsy Huber's kind of been the X factor in the second half for the Rebels. She scored 5 of her 9 points here in this second half. So timeout for Coach Rory NC. They'll have 3 remaining. For Nathan Hoots and Maple River, they'll have 4 left. And this one has been a dandy to open up the basketball week here on January the 8th. Chase Miller, Addison Hannig, or Mr. Aiden Hannig, that is his younger brother of Addison, running the camera. And here's a steal. Violet Richmond gets the steal. Violet Richmond uses up the dribble, finds Hovelson. Hovelson for the lead. Off the lip of the rim, ball tapped out. Hannig battling forward on the inside, makes a pass, and this one will get thrown off the left knee of Betsy Huber. What a heady play by Addison Hannig. Shot clock at 32. Matea Mathern will come back in for the Rebels as Ellie Lloyd won't check out again. Maple River has not had a lead here tonight. Iris Richmond to Irie, now to Violet. Violet on the baseline. Violet, teardropper for the lead, and the Raiders have their first lead of the game. Violet Richmond with 19 points, and for the Rebels, they've been stuck on 43, what maybe feels like an eternity, even though it's only been about 2.5 minutes. Matea Mathern, ball gets skipped left-hand side, back to the top, now to Libby. Libby to Matea on the baseline here. Double team, ball skipped to Huber. Huber's had the hot hand for the Rebels in the second. Huber bounce pass across the paint, extra fine. Libby from well downtown for the lead. No, rebound Matea Mathern. There's the double-double. Matea, 14 points and 10 rebounds for the senior, and we're knotted at 45. Violet driving kick, Hovelson. Hovelson knifing her way to the paint with a little Johnny English for 2. Hovelson now is 6, and he just found that little sliver when the weaving action, able to kind of get that nail cut there for the Raiders to take a 2-point lead. Can the Rebels answer? Left-hand side, Libby Mathern, left wing against this 1-3-1 zone. Moore looking to trap on the baseline as this will be a turnover. Iris Richmond brings in the front court for the Raiders, slows it down, finds Hovelson now as the Rebels will go up man pressure defense. Hovelson with the basketball as they get the switch. Hovelson gets it right back, driving, finds Violet. Violet steps into a deep 2-pointer. That's going to be off the back of the rim. Good box up by the Rebels on the inside as Matea Mathern walks the ball up the floor for the Rebels. And we'll have a timeout for Coach Rory NC here. They'll have 2 remaining with 5:20 left to play in the quarter on our City of Hope scoreboard. It's Maple River up by 2.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Work and play in Hope, North Dakota, from job listings to housing options. You can search HopeND.com. That again is HopeND.com. 47-45 Raiders here with 5:20 left to play in the fourth quarter between these two teams. 1-3-1 zone continues. We'll see what Rory NC draws up after the timeout. Ball goes to baseline. Matea, this to tie. Off the front iron. Rebound. Going to be jump ball, and the arrow favors EKM. Irie and Richmond were there for the respective clubs. Taya Mathern, 14 points, 11 rebounds. Grace Irie with 12 points, scored all of her points in the first half here for the Rebels. Rebels slip it as this will go Huber. Huber making her way to the left wing, now to Libby. Libby Mathern at the top of the key as we reach the 5-minute mark. This will go on the baseline. Abby skip, right-hand side. Libby for the lead. Three-pointer going to be off the iron. Rebound one here to Betsy Huber, and second chance for the Rebels. Libby Mathern, right-hand side to Matea. Matea drive, little step through, gets fouled, and nearly got an and one. Matea with 14 points. The foul is assessed on Addison Hanig, her second, team's first of the quarter, and that's the first foul for either club in our final 8 minutes. As Mathern goes to the free throw line. Free throw attempt for Matea's off the mark. For the Rebels, they are now 8 of 16 from the charity stripe after going 7 of 11 in the first quarter. Second free throw attempt is good. 15 points here for Matea. Rebels back within one. Raiders. Kiana Lee-Rude has to get it across for it to 10. And we get a timeout. Yes, we do. It's a timeout here, as this will be on the far side for Nathan Hoots and Maple River. So the timeout with 23 seconds on the shot clock will keep it here, as it's just going to be a shorty on the floor. So 47-46. Getting a little bit later on in this one. Make sure you stay tuned to our post-game show, where we'll get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Also, we'll hear and get to our RDK Enterprises feature precision play the contest, that and more, all still to come. And we'll look at the final numbers on our post-game show. 47-46, Raiders went the advantage over Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier. District 1 meeting District 2 today from the Raider Dome. For Maple River, 3 timeouts remaining. For EKM, they have 2. Maple River with Kiana Lee-Rude as EKM goes a little zone 2-3 defense extending up top here. Ball gets skipped to Hovelson. They nearly got the steal. Kiana Lee-Rude back to Violet. Violet thought about a 3. She'll launch it, and this will be short. A rebound here to Betsy Huber, her 4th. Huber in the front court. EKM with the bucket could take the lead. Matea trying to get walled off here, but eventually dribbles out of it. Skips it, left-hand side, Huber. Huber with a couple dribbles on the baseline and gets fouled. Hanig will pick up her 3rd, team's 2nd, and Betsy Huber goes to the free throw line for the first time tonight for the 6-foot freshman for a chance to tie or take the lead. Huber, free throw is good. 3rd tie of the ball game, and our 3rd since it was 43-all with 7:24 left in the quarter. Huber buries both of them. Some big free throws here by the freshman Betsy, now with double digits of 11. EKM leads it by 1. Maple River with Kiana Lee-Rude in the backcourt to Kaloran. They get it across to Hovelson. Hovelson with it, little hesitation, dribble, drive. This one's going to be nearly a turnover, but it's going to be out of bounds on the deflection of Betsy Huber, as Grace Irie was hoping that Betsy didn't go out of bounds. Otherwise, she would have had a steal. Hovelson on the inbounds. Finds Kaloran, and Kaloran gets fouled. Abby will make Bree earn it at the free throw line. That's her 1st, team's 1st of the quarter. And Bree goes to the line where she has 10 points so far today, 3 of 6 from the stripe. Contest that's just over an hour old here inside the Raider Dome. Free throw opportunity for Bree. Buries the first, and we're tied now at 48. Second free throw attempt to try to take the lead. Kaloran goes 2 for 2 from the line. 49-48. Here on YourLiveEvent.com, Raiders lead it by 1. Hovelson nearly was going for the steal, but instead she'll pick up the foul. That's costly because that's the last foul. Actually, that'll be just the team's 3rd, excuse me. Thought it was going to be the 4th, but they'll have 1 to give. So Maple River has 1 to give before it's the bonus. Hovelson again with her 2nd. Right-hand side, Libby Mathern skips it. Huber, 15-footer. Off the back mark, no. Rebound here on the inside for Mathern. Matea at the right wing, her 12th rebound. Matea takes the ball screen to the baseline, skips it across the way off the hands of Huber. Now she's going to get doubled, and Violet Richmond bats it into the student section. EKM to inbound it with 23 seconds on the shot clock as the Rebels to Abby Mathern here. Abby back to Matea. Left-hand side to Libby. Libby, left wing three on the way. No, rebound Matea. Shot fake, Euro step. God, can't get it to go, and a rebound to Hannick. What a move by the senior, just unable to finish. Violet to Bree. Bree spinning her way. Left hand off the backboard for two. Kaloran, how do you do? She's got 14, and the Raiders lead it by 3. Now it's the Rebels looking for a bucket. Matea, Mathern, drive, kick, left-hand side, Libby ripping it through. Libby taking a couple of dribbles to the free throw line. Libby, right-handed layup. Oh, what a move by the junior guard, faking the assist to Matea and finishes for the 2 points. Hovelson to Hannig, back to Hovelson. Kiana Leroot here will handle the rock. EKM fans making some noise in the background, imploring their defense to get a stop. Hovelson, skip, Richmond, this would hurt for the Rebels, and it's a dagger. Violet Richmond now with 22, her 4th-3, and it's a 2-possession game. Raiders lead it by 2. Rebels skip it, Libby Mathern with the basketball. Rebels trying to answer, where will they go this time? Huber on the left baseline, up and over on the pass to Libby. Libby hands it off to Matea. Mathern back to left-hand side. Huber for the answer. Off the back of the rim. Mathern, though, with the offensive board. Put back Matea off the window. Good for 2. Matea now with 17 points, 14 rebounds for the senior, and a timeout on the floor. On our City of Hope scoreboard, the Raiders lead it by 2 here on your live event.
The Goose River Golf Club in Hillsboro wants to thank all of its members and everyone who played the course during this golf season. We appreciate all the local and area golfers who played our 9-hole course and look forward to seeing you again in the spring. Goose River Golf Club is just a short drive from Fargo and Grand Forks. Call 218-779-2658 for more information, or visit our website, gooserivergolfclub.com.
It's been one heck of a ball game so far, particularly for a couple of individuals. Violet Richmond, the 8th grader, with 22 points and 4 made threes for Maple River. On the opposite side, the senior, Matea Mathern, right now with 17 points and 14 rebounds in her own right for Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier. The Rebels and the Raiders here on YourLiveEvent.com. As for EKM, they'll have 1 timeout remaining. For Maple River, they'll have 2. The Raiders with 3 team fouls. The Rebels have 1, and the next jump ball will favor Maple River with 1:48 left to play here in regulation. JV game went right down to the wire. 1 possession. We'll see what the varsity has in store for the remainder of this 4th quarter and potentially maybe even more. EKM going to go back here and play a little man pressure defense. They've gone between the zone and man. We'll see if they trap out of it. Violet Richmond with it, looking for it, and it's going to be a steal. Libby Mathern got the steal. 15 turnover on the Raiders, and now the Rebels can either take a lead or tie. Huber skips it. Matea with the basketball. Takes it. Leaves it now to Huber. Huber banging her way on the inside. Finds Abby at the left wing. Abby right-hand side to Libby. Libby taking a dribble. Libby trying to split a pair of Raiders. Does rebound here underneath to Hovelson, and we'll have a tie-up between her and Abby Mathern. So a tie-up on the floor after the rebound by Hovelson, and the 50-50 arrow goes towards Maple River this time. Raiders will handle it now with Violet Richmond. Richmond walks into the front court. Violet guarded there by Matea, the 6-foot senior. Violet, the 8th grader, ankle cross. Here comes the jump double. Now to Hovelson. Hovelson back between the circles here, gives it to Violet. Shot clock to 15. They're going to try to double and get the ball out of Violet's hands. It is Hovelson with the basketball. Hovelson to the paint. Hovelson off the window. Can't get it to go. Great look. Rebound now to Mathern. That's her 15th. And we're in the same position. A chance to tie or take the lead for EKM. Matea with the basketball, left-hand side. Huber at the left wing. Ball gets skipped to Libby. Libby skips it now to Abby. This for the tie. Jumper, no. Rebound, box out on the way through Kiana. Kiana in the backcourt finds Hovelson, now to Violet Richmond. Richmond to Kaloran. Kaloran lost it. It's still loose. They bring in the front court now to Violet. Violet to Kiana. Kiana off the window. Good for two. Kiana Learud with her first field goal of the night. The Rebels have 10 seconds. Now they have 9. Abby left-hand side. Huber to Libby. Mathern gets the shot off. High-arching rainbow short. Rebound Abby, who gets fouled. Abby with her 9th rebound of the game, and it will be in shooting, or will it be on the floor? They're going to say it's going to be on the floor, so it was not shooting. That doesn't help EKM by any stretch of the imagination. Rebels to inbounds. Kaloran with the steal, and the Maple River Raiders are going to knock off the number 6 team in Division B girls basketball with a comeback victory, 56-52. EKM started the game on a 12-0 run, only to see the Raiders take the lead late in the fourth quarter, and eventually Maple River hangs on for the victory. With the win for the Raiders, they improved to 7-3 on this season. With the loss for EKM, they dropped to 8-3. Our post-game show is coming up next. Maple River picks up the win by 4. It's high school girls basketball on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkmeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise, including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley School Districts. If you're interested in an egg loan, real estate, consumer, or commercial loan, Hometown Community Bank can serve you. Give DeWine a call at either branch location in Page or Fingal. Ask Janine about the competitive certificates of deposit or money market rates. Hometown Community Bank is a community bank and proud of the communities they serve, and they wish the best of luck to the Maple River Raiders for many years moving forward with the co-op. Hometown Community Bank is a member of the FDIC.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about Hope Page Public Schools by visiting hopepage.k12.nd.us. We are Hope Page, and we will change the world.
As we come back on our post-game show again, your final Maple River 56-52 over Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier. Make sure you stay tuned with us as we'll try to hear from head coach Nathan Utz and Maple River and a victorious player as well in comeback fashion for the Maple River Raiders. They tied it up at 43, then tied at 45. Maple River took their first lead with 5:20 left to play in the fourth quarter. EKM tied it up at 47-48, but the Raiders would prevail and hold on for the victory, 56-52. And as a basketball fan, it'd be a lot of fun to see these two teams potentially play if both can get out of their respective districts and meet up in a region tournament. That would be on Monday, February 19th for the quarterfinals in the Buffalo City, but still a lot of basketball to be played before then. Individual numbers go like this. Violet Richmond with 22 points. She hit 4 threes. Richmond with 22. Kaloran had 14 points and 7 rebounds. She goes 5 of 8 from the free throw line. 9 points for Addison Hannig with 6 rebounds. 6 points for Carly Hovelson. 3 points for Claire Irie, and Kiana Learud put it away with 2 points and 2 rebounds. For EKM, they were led by the 17 of Matea Mathern with 15 rebounds as well. Grace Irie with 12 points, 5 boards for EKM, 11 points for Betsy Huber, and 4 rebounds off the bench. From there, you had 4 points of Abby Mathern with 9 boards, 3 points for Libby Mathern, 2 points for Brumman, and 2 points for Lexi Dahlman. Again, EKM led by the 17 points of Matea Mathern with 15 rebounds, and Grace Irie had 12 points on the game for EKM. The Rebels with 39 rebounds, 1-3. They go 11 and 19 from the foul line with 8 players in the scoring column, 14 turnovers, but again, 39 rebounds for EKM. For the Maple River Raiders, 25 rebounds here today, 7 threes. They go 7 of 10 from the stripe, 6 players in the scoring column here with 15 turnovers. Let's get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. That is Enbridge.com for career opportunities, and kind of a 1-2 combination. Obviously, Violet Richmond with her 22 points, 2 rebounds, 4 threes here in this one as well. And then for EKM, Matea Mathern with 17 points, 15 boards for Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier. Those 2 players are our players of the game. Brought to you in part by Enbridge. Life takes energy. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. And our Arctic Enterprises feature Precision Play the Game. When you come back down from 12 points, you're going to have that do you. 12-0 run to start for EKM in the opening 4 minutes. The Raiders cut it down to 9 after 1 quarter, got it to 7 after 2, got it to 4 after 3, and eventually took the lead at 47-45 at 5:20 left to play. That is our Arctic Enterprises feature Precision Play the Game, erasing, again, a 12-0 start by EKM. Arctic Enterprises with locations in Hillsborough and Drayton. For precision planting updates, information, questions, and more, go to planterdoc.com. That again is planterdoc.com. We'll hear from Addison Hadding next here about the win for the Raiders as they improve to 7-3 on your live events.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
As we continue on our post-game show, now joining us here is Addison Hadding again. We had her down for 9.6 rebounds. You got a 3 in the second quarter as well, Addison. First things first, what does it mean to, whether it's anybody, but to do this against a top 10 ranked team at home, down 12-0 to start the game? What does it mean to come back and win a game like this here inside the Raider Dome?
It means a lot. We've been working really hard over break. We had a really huge break over Christmas. We've been off for about a month. So we've been working really hard in practice, and it paid off. Able
to see Violet's performance continue to blossom a little bit here. 7 points in the first half, but she really got with it in the second half, scoring 15 points. She had 4 threes in this game. When, as a shooter, that you see her hit the first one, what's kind of going through your mind as a post player, knowing that she could pull up from anywhere on the floor?
We always know we can count on her. She always knows how to make a good play. She's very smart, and she does a really good job. For only being an 8th grader, too, she has a really bright future, so it's awesome to just be able to look to her and know that she can get that for us.
And then you had to go up against Matea Mathern. We had her down for 15 rebounds. Abby had 9. I mean, it just seemed like everything was going right for them early on. They hit the offensive window. How physical of a game was it for you here, Addison, on the inside?
It really was. We had to keep working through the whole game. Couldn't give up. Don't let off. We just had to keep working.
And then Bree's performance, 14.7 rebounds in her own right. I mean, as much as Violet was big, Bree was big pretty late, too, getting some offensive and defensive rebounds.
Yes.
And then what can you just hope to take from this moving forward, Addison, as you kind of look forward to a couple of District 1 games? You head to Oaks coming up on Thursday, Weimar Lidgerwood a week from tonight. What do you hope to take from this win moving forward?
I hope we carry this momentum into our next games. Keep being aggressive, keep doing what we know how to do, and hopefully it'll work.
How fun was it?
It was amazing. It was really fun to come back from that big of a break. Can't really use that as an excuse, so we had to come out right away and just push it.
Yeah, it was a good atmosphere here inside the Raider Dome as well. Addison, thanks so much for your time and best of luck moving forward.
Thank you.
Addison Hadding with us here. We'll continue after this from the Raider Dome.
Not everyone can get Secret Service level protection, but with Irie Insurance you can. You see, we've got your back, protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, and so much more. Ensuring you've got the protection you need and all your questions answered faster than you can say classified information. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Joining us now on our post-game show, that it's the head coach Nathan Hoots here for the Maple River Raiders as they improve again to 7-3 on the season. EKM drops to 8-3, and I said, Hoots, after the game got done as a basketball fan, I'd love to see you two teams play one more time in a region tournament. Maybe it wouldn't be the greatest for both you and Rory, and I mean that in a good way because of how competitive the game was. But a 12-0 start for EKM, everything that could go wrong after that long layoff probably felt like it went wrong. They were hitting the offensive window, and give a lot of credit to the Rebels. They came out in a really good start. What did you kind of see from your team to weather the storm, get it to 9 after one quarter, and then just get it a little bit closer as this game moved along before we got to the fourth?
Yeah, first things first, credit to EKM. And it's not a secret. Coaches and I talked before the season started, and we said, what do we need to do to kind of take that next step? And my answer to the question was we need to play like these guys. EKM at state was the team that we knew was probably going to be top of the pecking order in our region, then along with Sargent County. And the physicality that they played with was so impressive to me. The way that the Mathern girl plays, she's around the ball everywhere, and it was how can we mimic what they do to try to improve our team. You know, last year, if we're down 12-0, I don't know how we handle it. Maybe well. This year, when we took that timeout, it was kind of, hey girls, just take it in stride. It's okay. Don't worry. Whereas I was feeling a lot of panic in my stomach, but the way that we bounced back, you know, we gave up a ton of offensive rebounds, which has kind of been our bugaboo all year. But we battled every time that they had the ball in the second half. I really think they had to work for it, and you know, we dodged bullet after bullet after bullet. I guarantee you, Mateo wants a lot of those shots back, and those are going to fall the next time we play them. So we're going to have to be even better than we were if we play them again. But you know, tonight sometimes the ball bounces our way, and it did.
Able to score 28 points in the second half. In comparison, you hold EKM to 17. And really, you take a look at Violet Richmond's play, right? I know you see this in practice, and you talked about her even last year as a 7th grader, how if she hits one or two that she could take over a game, and she hit some 22 footers today here in this one. 4 threes, 22 points to lead the floor. What did you see from an 8th grader, no doubt, in terms of her performance when she was getting Mateo or Abby or Libby guarding her at particular times in that man defense?
Yeah, and I thought that was going to cause her problems. The first time I saw Mateo line up against her, I was like, we're going to probably have to go elsewhere tonight. But, you know, she made a couple early ones without hesitation, and that's really important to her. If she hesitates and shoots and makes it, I don't think she feels that great about it. When she pulls the trigger without even thinking and it goes down, she kind of gets a little smirk on her face, and it's like, uh-oh. Buckle up because it's going to be a fun ride. And she carried us for many, many minutes during that game. But credit goes to our defense. The girls, we changed things up a little at halftime. We literally have done it for one 10-minute segment over Christmas break. I was just kind of like, hey, let's try this out and see what happens. And they executed it for the most part pretty well. And, you know, it helps that, like I said, they just didn't make shots tonight. But we took advantage and played well offensively.
Yeah, able to go to that zone defense there in the second half. There's two stats that kind of stood out to me. Number one, rebounds. EKM 39 to 25, but the three kind of differentiates that back where they only hit 1. You guys hit 7. So what would be the adjustment, you know, moving forward for both teams if you do play a second time around the region tournament? How does this game change, or is it going to look really similar the second time with kind of the pieces with these two teams here, Hoots?
Yeah, it's going to be hopefully similar. If we continue to get better, they can get so much better and they can play better than they did tonight. I'd like to think we had a hand in that, them not playing as well as they wanted to. But I got young girls that I think can get better between now and when we could potentially face them later in February. So it's just exciting to see. And, you know, hats off to all of the girls for like I said, adjusting to a new defense, being willing to. not fighting me, asking questions on every single timeout that they took. They were asking questions. How can we get better? What can we do here? And so, that to me is a sign of not being complacent, and I've really preached that this year.
Last thing for you in the second half, I think the rebounds kind of adjusted themselves a little bit, mainly because of that zone, but also give credit to Bree, give credit to Addison. I mean, Kiana hits that field goal to ice it away. You have, at the time, Claire with the big three in the second quarter when you kind of needed it to get you back in rhythm. There's a lot of players that I could say they made an impact this way, but it seemed like Bree and Hannick, particularly on the inside, when you went to that zone, they found box outs and the ball came to their hands or second chance opportunities and went in your favor instead of EKM's favor.
And Bree in the first half primarily is what I'm going to look at. She got so many deflections and so many steals, and even though there were a couple of them where I kind of got after her, she pushed it and threw it away. We have to continue that mentality that we get a steal, we got to turn it into points, and she does such a good job taking chances for us on the back end of that zone. And then, like her and Addie combo, packing it in and trying to just get as many defensive rebounds as possible, try to limit possessions in the second half for them, try to lengthen them out. And I think we stretched them to 25 to 30 seconds a lot in the second half. Unfortunately, we didn't finish every single possession with a defensive rebound, but we battled for 32 minutes.
Going to be a lot of fun to see how this team continues to go. You got a couple of District 1 games coming up next at Oaks on Thursday, then hosting the Warbirds of Weimar-Lidgewood a week from tonight. Congratulations on the win, Hoots, and best of luck moving forward.
Thank you for having me.
That again, Nathan Hoots, the head coach for the Maple River Raiders. Thank you so much for tuning in from the Raider Dome tonight as the Raiders pick up a top 10 victory here against Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier. Enjoy the rest of your night and join us for Raiders basketball tomorrow as the boys host the Enderlin Eagles.